Another point to note. Don't hook the thread too tightly when we hook it. If the hook is wrong, if we're going back, you can pick a stitch with a needle like that. Just pull a thread and go back. Don't hook like that. It's easy to break up when you hook like that. Help him with the needle. Back and forth. And don't tighten the coil when we pull it out. Now we hook, then pull the needle. Don't pull it tight here and there. Do not tighten the needle. Because after tightening the needle, it's hard for us to watch back. Hard to recycle. He has thicker thread. The stitches are relatively large. It doesn't matter if the pin is larger. So let's do one more demonstration. The hook draws the needle. Just let him be like this. Don't take the tail pin down. Trick one is to pick the stitch with the needle. Help line back up. Use your hands to help pull it out. When we hide the wire, we go first. Tie a knot. Hide the wire or don't cut it yet. Hide the wire before you cut it. The sample can reduce the situation of dispersion. Not a word. Like this and like this. Tie a knot. We can leave a little bit longer in the knot. Because he'll have some place. The beginning will fall out. Just leave a little more line in there. It's when the line is on the hook. Something to pay attention to. Now let's hook the panda with his ass up. So first of all, we're going to use 3 different kinds of lines. 1 hook for each kind of line. We can hook 2 of the thinnest lines. Now let's introduce this line. First, the thinnest kind of thread consists of 4 strands. In here is, for strands are using this 2 5mm crochet hook. The second thread is 5 strands. It's made of 5 lines. Use the same crochet hook. The third kind of thread is a thick thread with fluff. This kind of thread tends to fall out like this. Shown on the first lap. The hook is different from these 2 lines. And it's using this 40mm crochet hook. These 3 kinds of lines, except this first loop hook is different. The other hooks are the same. So here we use this kind of wire. Let me show you. Before we begin, let's use this wire first. Let me show you the hook in the first circle. Now let's hook the head first. The first circle of the head is loop stitch, 6 short needles. Because of this kind of wire, it tends to look like this. 4 on. And I can retract the coil. Because this thread is too thick to pull. Show the first loop of this line. This is the hook we're gonna change to. First, tie a knot. Don't pull it tight yet. Control this length in this way. The inside of the loop is about 2 crochets long. Such size. We can pull the line back here. After sizing, the line is tightening. This is the needle. Now let's hook the lock pins. A lock stitch is a crochet stitch wound in a circle. Bring out this loop on the crochet hook. This V-shaped form here is the first lock pin. We put a marker on it. Second lock pin. And then we go back to the penultimate stitch. Pick this half stitch, here. A full stitch is a V shape on both sides. We just have to pick this side. Roll, 1 hook. Keep putting 6 short needles in this hole, here. Crochet the half stitch through the first stitch. We take off the marker. You can put this thread on the crochet hook. This will hide the thread. Let's hook the first short needle first. Bring out the crochet hook in a loop. First there are 2 coils on the crochet hook. Crochet and hook another coil. Finish these 2 coils. In this way. This V-shaped form here is the first short needle. The first circle of the head is 6 loop stitches and 6 short stitches. This kind of wool is what we do. Hook 6 short needles in the same hole, here. We can count them. 6 short needles. Mark the location of the buckle after the hook is finished. Drawing. This kind of wool can be pulled, so when you pull it out, let's now tighten the needle. Just like that. And then we hook a standing pin. Continue to hook down the same way as the rest of the yarn. This is the first needle added. Add a marker button here on the first pin. Besides, the stitches are hard to find. We can find the stitches by looking for holes. You don't have to worry about the last needle. Unhook. That's why we hooked it to make sure it wasn't wrong. We can count the stitches when we're done. Pull back if the hook is wrong. A needle can also be used to assist. Draw back. This is the characteristic of this kind of thread. Now we use this 5-strand thread. Let me show you. How do you hook a panda's ass? You need to use white and black lines. I want you to see it more clearly. So when you hook, we use coffee-colored thread instead of black thread. I'll show you. First we hook the head. Hook with white thread first. The first loop is 6 short stitches. Loop stitch. The loop stitch is the same for 5 and 4 strands. Except that the loop stitch of this thread is different. As first, use this thread to finish the first loop stitch. Why don't we show you how to hook the first loop with this thread? Except for the first lap, the others are the same hook. Loop stitch. Wrap the thread around your finger twice. Line this way. Held up well. The crochet hook can be held like this, or you could take it this way. 2. Once lacking. Crochet through the circle. Hook a coil over here. Crochet and hook another coil. Bring out the loop on the crochet hook. This is a loop stitch. This is the result. Now we'll hook 6 short needles. A short stitch is a crochet stitch through a circle. Bring a coil out. Now there are 2 coils on the crochet hook. Crochet with the second coil. Finish these 2 coils. This V shape is formed here. It's just a stitch. This is a short needle. We're on the first stitch of every lap. Marking buckle. Make a mark. Second pin. The third short pin. The fourth short needle. Fifth pin. The sixth short needle. 6 short needles. After hook, let's tighten the coil. The way to rewind the coil is to pull the end of the wire. See which of these 2 circles is moving. Just pull this loop that's moving. Finish this thread. This is what happens after you collect it, and then we pull on this thread. Finish this line. And cut this thread off. Because of this line, you can rewind the coil like that. So this is our first lap. This line is hooked differently. Each twin ends with a drawing pin. This circle. The draw needle is in the first needle here to hook. That's where the button is marked. Crochet through this position of the mark buckle, which is the first stitch. Crochet hook a coil out. Take this loop straight out of the crochet hook. Here, the smaller V shape. This is a drawing needle. This one draws the needle. It's a stitch that doesn't count in the circle. To make this connection look better, so this drawing needle will take it down a little bit. The way to shrink it is to pull it with a crochet hook. The crochet hook pulls the coil this way and this way. This stitch is very small after you pull it. Basically no more. But this kind of wool can be pulled, so there is no need to tighten the pins of the drawing needle. Now here we are. 4 and 5 strand hook method. Now let's teach you the first circle of the stick line. A different hook. The 2 different ways of hooking wool. After teaching, the rest is the same. So the latter, let's just use this line to show you. Now let's hook the second loop. The second circle is made up of 6 pins. There are 12 needles in all. Start each twin with a standing pin. A standing stitch is a crochet stitch wound around the circle. Bring out this loop on the crochet hook. So you have this V shape right here. It's just a standing pin. Now let's hook the first one and add the needle. 2 add stitches to hook 2 short needles into 1 stitch. First stitch, we're gonna be right here on the pin that we pulled. That's the first stitch on the first lap, here. Also the first lap. This pin with the mark on it is here to hook. Crochet needle. Through this first stitch, hook a coil out. Hook another coil out. This is the first short stitch in the stitch. Insert the crochet into the same stitch. Hook the second short needle. In this way, 2 short stitches in the same stitch. This is a plus pin. We put a marker button here on the first stitch. As the first stitch of the second twin, we're going to make a mark here. Second addition. Add the third needle. Add the fourth needle. Fifth addition. Add the sixth needle. That's the end of the second loop. This drawing needle doesn't use a hook. This thick thread will have a larger drawing pin, so in order not to make a mistake, we can count them. Is that right? Is that right? We'll hook 6 extra pins. Is that a total of 12 stitches? This way to confirm. After this loop is done, let's take off the marker. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. This kind of wool does not tighten the pins of the drawer. The third lap is made up of 6 groups. A short needle, a plus needle composition. That's 18 stitches. Now let's hook the first group. First hook a standing pin. Hook a short needle into the drawer. Marking buckle. One plus pin. 2 added stitches to hook 2 short stitches into the same stitch. The first set of hook is alpha. Now let's hook the second group. A short needle. 1 plus pin. The second set of hook is alpha. Then there are 4 more sheets. We'll hook it up together. The third loop is alpha. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The fourth circle is made up of 18 short pins. You just hook a short needle into each stitch. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. We'll finish this loop together. The fourth loop is alpha. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The fifth circle is made up of 4 short pins. 4 plus pin. 2 short needles. 4 plus pin. 4 short needles. That's 26 shots in all. First hook a standing pin. First hook for short needles. Hook the first short pin where the lead coordinates. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin and the fourth short pin. Then hook for plus pins. 2 added stitches to hook 2 short stitches into the same stitch. This is the first needle added. Second addition. Add the third needle. Add the fourth needle. Hook 2 more short needles. For plus pin. For short stitches. That's the end of the 5th loop. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle, and drawing the circle. Tighten the pin of the draw. Let 6 through 7 are the same. Is to hook a short needle on each stitch. 26 stitches per turn. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the draw. Marking buckle. Second short needle and third short needle. We'll finish these 2 loops together. The 7th loop is alpha. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the draw. The 8th circle is made up of 4 short pins. For subtracting needles to short needles, for subtracting needles for short needles. That's 18 stitches. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the draw. Marking buckle. Second pin. The 3rd short stitch and the 4th short stitch for subtracting stitches. Now why don't we teach you how to hook a needle? The reduction of this wool stitch. The hook is different from the stick yarn. After we teach you how to hook this yarn, let's teach you how to hook a piece of wool. The hook method for reducing stitches is crochet. Pick the other half of 2 consecutive stitches. This is the other half of the stitch. A stitch is a V shape. All we have to do is pick the outside half. Pick the other half of 2 stitches in a row. Crochet hook a coil. Bring out these 2.5 stitches. Now there are 2 coils on the crochet hook. Crochet and hook another coil. Take these 2 coils out. This is a reducer. Let's hook the second reducer. The 3rd reducer. The 4th reducer. After the 4 reducer hook, we'll hook 2 more short needles. Then for reduction stitches. Finally, for short needles. And that completes the 8th lap. Now let's change this yarn to show you how to hook and reduce the needle. The method of reducing stitches is crochet. Go through 2 stitches in succession. Bring a coil on. This is the first stitch of the coil. Bring a coil out through the second pin. Now there are 3 coils on the crochet hook. Crochet with the second coil. Take all 3 coils out. Should this one form here is a reduction pin. Let's do it again. Demo for the second time. The next pin brings out a coil. Put another coil on the next pin. 2 stitches in a row right here. Bring 2 coils out. Finally, with a coil, take all 3 loops out of the crochet hook. This is a reducer. Show me again. In this way. The 8th circle is alpha. Remove marker buckle. Pull at the mark button to finish the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The 9th loop is made up of 6 groups. A short needle. A reduction stitch is composed. There are 12 needles in all. Now let's hook the first group. Start with a standing pin. Hook a short needle into the drawer. Marking buckle. 1 reducer. The first set of hook is alpha. The second set of a short needle. 1 reducer. The second set of hook is alpha. Then there are 4 more sets. We'll hook it up together. After the 9th hook, let's now pull it out yet. Add the filler cotton first. After adding the filler cotton, remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the trigger stitch. The 10th circle is made up of 6 reduction pins. First hook a standing pin. Pick the outer plate on this pin of the drawer. Pick the outer board stitch on the next stitch. Hook the first reducer. Marking buckle. Second reducer. This circle is all about reducing needles. The 10th hook is alpha. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. And F, drawing. This circle tightens the pin of the drawer. Hook another drawing pin. Dotted line. Disconnection. Let's seal the mouth. The way to seal it is to wrap a needle around it. Make a loop on the outer half of the last loop. Tighten the thread as you sew. Long line after the change. You can tie a knot. Then continue to hide the line. This is the end of the head. This is the front. Now we use the black thread, in. Hook the ears between the third and fourth turn of the head. So let's see this for clarity. Let's do this with a coffee colored thread. First we need to identify the front of the head. The connecting thread is placed directly in front of the back. The sides of the cheeks are bulging. So this is right in the middle. After we confirm the front, laterally, third to fourth circle position to hook ears. One on each side. We're done here. Crochet through. This is between lap 1, lap 2 and lap 3. First of all, we are hook the wire in first. Next we hook the standing pin. That's the log pin. Hook a log pin. After you hook the log pin, let's do this in the next row. Hook 3 medium and long needles in this place in the next row. They were all hooked in the spot. A medium length stitch is a crochet stitch wound in one circle. Go through the stitch. We can put the thread on the crochet hook. This can be a long line head. Crochet bring a coil over. Now there are 3 coils on the crochet hook. Crochet with the second coil. Take all 3 coils out. So the stitch is formed here. This one is a medium length needle. We're gonna hook 3 of these in the same stitch. Medium length needle. Now hook the second medium long needle. Third medium long needle. Finally hook a log pin. Here on the next line. Hook a drawing pin to end. We have to keep an eye on the hook. Jangling forward or backward. Let's see if it's in the spot. Hook a drawing needle. If it's too early, let's go back a little bit. Pick up back here. Tightening wire. Hook another drawing pin. Break the line and hide the line. Cut this ball of thread. Because we just hit the wire in there, so this thread won't come apart when you cut it. And hide this thread in here. And then the ear is complete. Now we're going to hook both hands with the black thread. Again, let's do this with a line in this color. The first lap ends. Loop stitch. 7 short stitches. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. You remember the thread of this wool. The loop stitch is different. We've already done that. Second pin. The third short pin. There are 7 short needles in all. After 7 short hook, we tighten the coil. Cut off the wire ends. Remove the marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. Laps 2 through 3 are the same as laps 1. Is to hook a short needle on each stitch. 7 stitches per turn. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. Let's emphasize this line again. The thread of this wool. Wear the time to draw. You don't need to tighten the stitches. Second pin. These are all short stitches. We'll hook it up together. The third loop is alpha. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The fourth circle is folded in half to hook 3 short pins. Hook will crochet at the same time. Hook through 2 symmetrical stitches. Let's hook a standing pin first. Crochet through simultaneously. Last stitch and first stitch. Cross both pins at the same time to hook a short needle. This is the first short stitch. Second pin. The third short pin. Hook a drawing needle. Break the line and hide the line. We're gonna have to hook to hands. Now we hook the body. The body is hooked from the butt to the front. Hook with the white thread first. The first loop is a loop stitch. 5 short needles. Let's emphasize that the other is the first loop of the wool hook. It's not the same as this wool. We've taught that before. The first short stitch. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. 4 kinds of needles. 5 needles. Tightening coil. Cut off the wire ends. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. In addition, the wool should not tighten the pin of the drawer. The second circle is made up of 5 pins. There are 10 needles in all. First, hook a standing pin. Hook the first needle on the drawer. To add stitches to hook 2 short stitches into the same stitch. We put a marker button here on the first stitch. Second addition. Add the third needle. Add the fourth needle. Fifth addition. The second loop is over. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The third lap is made up of 5 groups, 1 short stitch and 1 plus stitch. There are 50 needles in all. Now let's hook the first group. First, hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. 1 plus pin. The first set of hook is alpha. The second set is 1 short and 1 extra. The second set of hook is alpha. Then there are 3 more sets. We'll hook it up together. The third loop is alpha. Remove the marker buckle and lay it in the position of the marker buckle. Pull the end of the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The fourth lap is made up of 5 groups, 3 short stitches, 1 plus 1. 20 stitches in all. Now let's hook the first group. First, hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. The second short stitch adds 1 more stitch. The first set of hook is alpha. The second set of 2 short needles. 1 plus pin. The second set of hook is alpha. Then there are 3 more sets. We'll hook it up together. The fourth loop is alpha. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The fifth circle consists of 5 sets of 3 short pins and 1 plus pin. There are 25 needles in all. Now let's hook the first group. First, hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short stitch adds a stitch. The first set of hook is alpha. Then there are 4 more sets. We'll hook it up together. The fifth loop is alpha. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. Loops 6 through 7 are the same. Is to hook a short needle on each stitch. Each round is 25 stitches. First, hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. These 2 circles are all short stitches. We'll hook it up together. The seventh loop is alpha. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The 8th round is made up of 8 short pins in 3 sets. A short stitch and a reduced stitch. In addition, 8 individual short needles are formed. That's 22 in all. Let's emphasize that the reduction of this yarn is different from this. We've demonstrated that before. First, hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Then you hook 7 short needles. Because we have to hook 8 short needles first, I just got the first stitch in here. After 8 short hook, let's hook team 3. A short stitch and a reduced stitch. Now let's hook the first set. A short needle. 1 reducer. The first set of hook is alpha. The subtraction of this yarn is another hook method. We've talked about that before. The second group. A short stitch and a reduced stitch. The third group. A short needle. 1 reducer. Then hook 8 short needles. The 8th circle is alpha. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle and drawing This circle tightens the pin of the drawer. The 9th one is to hook a short stitch on each pin. Each round is 22 stitches. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. Second pin. This circle is full of short stitches. The 9th比赛法. Remove marker buckle. We need the 10th lap to change the line. Replace it with a black line. So when we pull out here, we're about to start the wire change. Let's do that again with the brown thread. The way to change the wire is just hook the new thread straight in like this. This draws the needle. Just hook it with a coffee-colored thread. Then pull this thread tight. The original white thread is also pulled tight. And then we combine this thread with the original white thread. Put it on the crochet hook. You can hide the thread inside. The 10 circles made up of 8 short pins in 2 sets. A short stitch and a reduced stitch. Another separate 8 short needle composition. 20 stitches in all. First hook a standing pin. At the point of the drawer, hook the first short needle. Marking buckle. Hook when we put this to a long line. And a short thread to put on the crochet hook. Second pin. The 3rd short pin. The 4th short needle. The 5th needle. The 6th needle. The 7th needle. The 8th needle. We can disconnect here. Cut the original white thread. And this thread cut. Choose sets 1 short and 1 reduce. The first set of a short needle. 1 reducer. The second group. A short needle. 1 reducer. Then 8 short stitches. That's the end of the 10th loop. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle, and after drawing, this circle tightens the pin of the drawer. And then the 11th lap, and 24 and 12 loops the hook with the same black thread. And we're going to use this line here to demonstrate that. The 11th circle is made up of 20 short pins. That's 1 short needle for each stitch. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the draw. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. We'll hook it up together. The 11th circle is alpha. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the draw. Lap 12 is when we're about to hook. Add 2 hands to the hook. One hand is on the hook from the first stitch. Always hook 3 short pins. It's connected to this hand crochet hook. Cross simultaneously. The 11th stitch and the stitch of the hand to hook. The first hand is to hook 3 short needles. Hook in. The second hand is in the last 3 short stitches, here. Call, hooked. Now let's put the first hand in. First hook a standing pin. Put your hand here. A hook for a needle. Crochet simultaneously through the stitch of the hand. And this pin from the 11th turn. Hook the first short needle. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. Sew the hand hook in. Then we hook a reducer and a short needle. This is a reducer. A short needle. Two sets of 1 reducer. 2 sets of 1 short needle. 1 reducer and 1 shorter. Now let's hook the first set of a short needle. 1 reducer. A short needle. This is the first group. Now hook the second set. A short needle. 1 reducer. A short needle. Then hook a short needle. 1 reducer. Add the other hand at the end. Let's hook 3 short needles. That's how 2 hands hook in. The 12th hook is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. And after drawing the circle, tighten the pin of the draw. Hook another drawing pin. Leave the line when the line is broken. Here we have filler cotton. We'll put it away after we've added the filler. We'll use it when we assemble it. Now let's hook the legs with the black thread. The same way we use coffee color to show the color. The first loop is a loop stitch. 6 short needles. Again, let me emphasize, the first loop of the wool stitches. It's a different hook. First stitch. Mark. Second pin. The third short pin and the fourth short pin. The fifth short needle and the sixth short needle. Tightening coil. Cut off the wire ends. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. This yarn does not need to tighten the pins of the drawer. The second circle is made up of 6 pins. There are 12 needles in all. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first needle on the drawer. 2 add stitches to hook 2 short stitches into the same stitch. We put a marker button here on the first stitch. Second addition. Add the third needle. Add the fourth needle. Fifth addition. Add the sixth needle. The pin of the drawing. Now hook knitted. The second loop is over. Remove the mark buckle at the mark buckle position. And after drawing, this circle tightens the pin of the drawer. The third loop is to hook a short needle on each pin. This circle is 12 stitches. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. Second pin. This circle is full of short stitches. The third loop is over. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle, and after drawing this circle, tighten the pin of the drawer. The fourth lap is made up of 3 short pins. 3 subtracting needles consisting of 3 short needles. That's 9 stitches. Let's just emphasize it here. The hook method for reducing the needle of this yarn is different. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. Second pin. The third short pin. 3 reducing pins. The first reducer. Second reducer. The third reducer. Three short needles. That's the end of the fourth loop. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle, and drawing this circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The fifth one is to hook a short needle on each pin. That's 9 stitches. First hook a standing pin. Hook the first short needle in the place of the drawer. Marking buckle. Second pin. This circle is full of short stitches. The fifth loop is alpha. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle, and drawing this circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. The sixth loop is made up of 3 groups, 1 short stitch and 1 reduced stitch. That's 6 needles in all. Now let's hook the first group. First hook a standing pin. Hook a short needle into the drawer. Marking buckle. 1 reducer. The first set of hook is alpha. The second set of a short needle. 1 reducer. The third set is 1 short and 1 reduced. The sixth loop is alpha. Remove marker buckle. Mark the location of the buckle. Pull to end the circle. Tighten the pin of the drawer. Hook another drawing pin. Leave the long line and break the line. We're gonna hook the other one. There are 2 legs to hook. This leg is not padded because it's flat. Now we hook the tail with the black thread. Again, we're using a coffee-colored thread to show you. The tail is between the 4th and 5th circle of the body. Right above. This is where the pole ends. Right up, let's take a look at this side. This is where the bulges appear. Go down a little bit more. We crochet through this place. Hook the wire in first. It's made up of 4 locking pins. A lock stitch is a crochet stitch brought out in a loop. Show form. The V shape is a lock pin. We're gonna have to hook a total of 4 pins. Second stitch. Third stitch. The 4th needle. We return. There's this stitch. It's the same hole right here. Here, hook a draw pin. Tighten the pin of the drawer. Then hook a drawing pin to break the thread and hide the thread. And then the tail is finished. Let's hide these 2 pins in here. You can tie a knot, and then keep hiding the knot in. And cut off the thread. This short line, we can hook in or we can hook in. So the tail is finished. Now let's close up. First sew the head to the body. The first is to find the center of the back of the head. This is the position from Labs 429. Make a comparison. See how wide you want to sew it. We can position it with a needle. Like this. Keep your head straight. And straighten your hands. Then we started sewing. Check the position as you sew. If it's too much trouble, you can also take it off after heating with a rubber strip. Make sure you look at this right in the middle. Right or not? When we're done, we'll hide the thread. Tie a knot. Hide the knot again. And cut off the thread. So the head is sewn. Now let's sew the legs. The legs are above the second circle of the body. This is the first lap. This is the first lap. We'll hide it on top of the second lap. Is to form a shape to sew. Just keep him on his stomach like this. These legs can support the body like this. We've finished sewing the side. Now let's sew this side. If you don't like to sew, you can use glue to fix it. See if it's in the right place as you sew. When we're done, we'll hide the thread. This is what it looks like from the back. Now let's sew the eyes and nose with thread. Let's use this color instead. It's a black thread. Same color as these places. Let's find the exact center of the head first. This is the exact center of the exact center. The eyes were sewn on top of the third and fourth turns. There are 4 stitches between the 2 eyes. The eye is sewn here. 2 diagonal slits on the outside. The mouth is right in front of you on the 5th circle. This 5th circle has a T sewn into it. Now, let's sew. Press stitch A. They're all stitched in the same hole. Don't pull the thread too tight. Next, sew the mouth. The mouth doesn't have to be too big, so the line of the mouth can be tightened. When we're done, we tie a knot under it. Hide the threads. Sure, we're done. And then we can put some blush on him.